Keep your eyes open for a good tea shop. Always happy to try a new blend.
Haven is free of pirates. Looks like General Endare kicked them out.
Thank you for bringing the Echo near. We will need this relic.
Speaking of relics, thieves stole an old staff from the Oathsworn pit. I want to know why.
Indeed. How did my unwelcome guests find their way to Bedlam Vale? I am curious.
Good orcs died, little prince. I'm not curious. I'm angry.
Thank you for answering my summons, Proxy. I am afraid our respite has reached its end. We saved Apocrypha from Vermina and Periite, but it seems Torvasad has embarked on a new design. Hermaeus Mora has need of you again. Torvasad seeks to return to the Mythos, the heart of Apocrypha. He intends to restore Ethelia, the Daedric prince he once served. He has already opened 2 glyphics to revive her memory. He cannot be allowed to unlock the final glyphic. Torvasad cannot force his way into the Mythos against Mora's will, but Mora is unable to perceive his movements. There may be a way for Torvasad to sidestep Mora's ban and reach the vault of the glyphic. Here, take the Echoneer. You will need it. A relic forged by Hermaeus Mora, the Echoneer can corporealize distinct foci. That is, it can reveal echoes of past events related to the Forgotten Prince. Choices made ages ago now menace our world. The Echoneer can help us understand them. When you come to a location associated with Prince Ethelia, hold forth the Echoneer to draw out and observe any lingering memories. You may also need to perceive the threads of fate as I do. I have a spell for that. Because Hermaeus Mora has foreseen that a restored Prince Ethelia threatens the very foundations of reality, endangering Apocrypha, Nirn, and all of existence. The one who knows needs mortal aid to avert catastrophe. Hermaeus Mora cannot see Torvasad, but he can sense threads of fate disturbed by Torvasad's actions. The threads are fraying in Grotwood, Reaper's March, and Stone Falls. I will open a portal to each place. Choose one, and we shall go. Hermaeus Mora reached into every mind, mortal and immortal, and erased all memory of Ethelia. His work, however, was not perfect. A select few sensed that something had been taken from them, and he could not erase his own memory of what he had done. Torvasad calls Ethelia the Prince of Paths, the Mistress of the Untraveled Road, the Fate Changer. Your guess about what that all means is as good as mine, Proxy. As Torvasad said, he was tormented by half-remembered dreams. A strange thing, as Daedra do not dream the way we mortals do. The sense of something missing drove him to search for answers. That search finally led him to Apocrypha. Torvasad is a clanless Dremora who allies himself with different Daedric princes. When we encountered him in Necrom, he was working with Vermina and Periite to uncover a secret hidden in Apocrypha. Now he recalls that he once served Athelia. Yes, the first held the secret that Hermaeus Mora erased a memory from all of Nirn and Oblivion. The second glyphic revealed the memory. There was once a Daedric prince named Athelia, a prince Torvasad served. It lies hidden in a vault in the mythos, the very heart of Apocrypha. Reaching it against Hermaeus Mora's will should be impossible, but Torvasad has already done so twice. Mora called him unseen. Somehow Torvasad eludes his gaze. Because you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora, he has chosen you to serve as champion of fate, his agent in the mortal realm and perhaps beyond. You can act in places where the one who knows cannot directly intervene, as can I. When you signed the contract agreeing to act as fate's mortal agent, never fear, Hermaeus Mora has no interest in your soul. I signed a similar contract long ago, when Mora realized I could perceive the threads of fate. You had no need of such a gift during our last encounter, and Hermaeus Mora specifically told me not to share it until the time was right. That time, according to Mora, is now upon us. The one who knows can be inscrutable at times. Tangled with threads of unraveling fate. Torvasad was here. Follow the threads of fate, Proxy. I shall cast about for any other signs of his activity. Restore your strength. Why would fate lead us to an abandoned shrine? There must be something here. Fascinating. That ancient book stirred up a memory. Use the Echenir to examine it, Proxy.
The Tribunal's ordinators hold our brethren. We need the Skein of Secrets to free them.
But the Skein is lost. We must beseech the Lady of Whispers for help.
Then let us adjourn to her secret sanctuary. The circle we stand upon is the door. We need but a single drop of blood to open it.
Nothing. Fate seems to be fighting back. I wonder how much of that is because of you.
Torvasad, talk to Fate's Chosen. Tell us what this is all about.
Fate's Chosen? How presumptuous a title Hermaeus Mora has bestowed upon you. The Prince of Fate is using you, mortal. Long ago, he and his allies inflicted a terrible wrong on my prince. Now he hopes you can stop me from undoing that damage. How can a mere mortal understand the convolutions of oblivion? Prince Ithelia, the Prince of Paths, Mistress of the Untraveled Road, Fate Changer, the Dark Reflection, the Last Tomorrow, she who saw and wept. Moira, in his jealousy, erased her. Hermaeus Mora convinced other Daedric princes to conspire against Ithelia. He played upon their fears of the unknown. None of them understood the gift of choosing what is to be. They all turned against my prince. Revenge? No, that is for my prince to mete out. I am a scion of Ithelia, and my ancient purpose is to restore her to power, to undo what the cowardly princes did to her. And the very relics they used against Ithelia will help me find her. My father's skein of secrets. Don't bother looking. It isn't here. It seems Mephal's alien worshippers locked it away in some vault beneath Westweald long ago. No matter. The skein would help, but I'll find another way to reach my prince. And you believe Mora? Stand aside, mortal. I will not be swayed from my purpose.
A skein of secrets, used to defeat Ithelia long ago. I cannot help but wonder what became of it. Come, Proxy, let us speak. A skein of secrets, somehow used to defeat Ithelia long ago. I cannot help but wonder what became of it. Daedric relics have a way of causing trouble wherever they appear. Even the Echenir could be dangerous in the wrong hands. Hermaeus Mora requires you to make that decision without his guidance, Proxy. Torvasad disturbed fate in 3 different locations. The one who knows must have a reason for instructing us to visit each one. Your choice, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora made it clear that we are to be guided by the decisions you make without undue prompting from him or me. Excellent. In the interest of hastening our investigation of these perturbations, a physical translocation of... I shall open portals to save us time. Choose one, and I shall follow. An Ayleid ruin? Interesting. Do you perceive the threads of fate? The threads mark Torvasad's trail. Follow them. I will search the surroundings for any other hidden signs.
Well now, perhaps my luck is changing for the better. Why, if it isn't my sister Everly's friend! Good to see you! I'm dealing with a real mystery, almost as convoluted as that Waking Flame affair. I'm tracking a group of troublemakers called the Recollection. I don't suppose you're after them too? They're an elusive lot. Something between a secret society, a mercenary company, and a cult. I caught wind of people disappearing, and I think they're involved. If you're not after the Recollection, why are you here? Dangerous quarry, but you look like you know what you're doing. It's strange that my pursuit of the Recollection and your hunt for Torvasad led us both to these old ruins. That does give me an idea, though. I propose we work together. There are more Recollection here. I overheard a Recollection mage named Endigor mention a hidden shrine in the ruins. Something about a waterfall in the Flesh Gardens. Not the most pleasant appellation, but maybe we should start there. It's somewhere to the north. It seems to be a revival of an ancient Ayleid cult, or some kind of Ayleid-inspired military order, perhaps. There are a lot of wood elves in their ranks, I'm sorry to say. It's strange. I never even heard of them until a few months ago. I heard rumors about Recollection groups poking around Ayleid ruins back in Westweald, and people started disappearing around the same time, including a few I happen to know. I can't say if they were abducted or recruited. Cracked acorns. I don't like the look of these statues. Watch your step in here, friend.
You are interrupting scholarship!
Look! Is that a door behind the waterfall? The Recollection is here, all right. Be ready for trouble.
cheated of our heritage. That ends now.
A door.
I'm not afraid to die.
Torvasard warned us we'd have company. Torvasard warned us you'd be coming. Though the relic he sought wasn't here, he left me to deal with you.
Over here, friend.
This fight is far from over.
Lure them over here. Guess I wasn't as sneaky as I thought. Must be out of practice. What's that on the floor? Looks like we found the recollection. Or some of it. I didn't know Endigor well, but what I knew of him, I didn't like. A bigoted radical at best. I'm surprised he would work with any non-Bosmer at all. What's in that letter? May I see? Huh. That settles the question of whether Torvasard and the Recollection are working together. It was no coincidence that we met here today, friend. According to the letter, they haven't found it yet, or even any leads to its whereabouts. If they had, Endigor would be off with Torvasard, looking somewhere else by now. I wonder what happened to the lamp. Something unusual. Let me see. Ah, over by the altar. Is that what you're looking for?
The Golden Eye's warning was clear. This Suliark vault is no longer safe. We must move the lamp.
But where can we hide the relic?
I know a cave to the north. The lamp should be safe there, once we apply the appropriate spell.
Was that a memory from the Merethic era? Never mind that. Who's this high elf?
I am Laramel, little wood elf.
A strange vision. They were worried about the Ayleids, but there haven't been Ayleids here in centuries upon centuries. Speaking of strange, it looks like we've gained a new companion. I assume you know that high elf. I see. Well, since it looks like the Recollection is working for him, I guess I'm looking for Torvasard now too. There are plenty of Recollection sculptures. Nature's luck to you too, friend. I have a feeling our paths will cross again.
Let us speak, Proxy. Curious. We must determine what awaits us at the final site. Twice? Good. Allow me to... You should be able to perceive the threads of fate here. Follow them, Proxy.
The fact. Old Rejad saw your coming in the tides. Hermora wished this one to greet you here. So it is that our fates cross paths. What is it you seek, Fate Walker? Old Rejad has seen Old Remora, but that does not mean your quarry has not been here. There is change in the air, a change that began long ago. Old Rejad knows you should seek the blessing of the children ever mourned. Visit the nearby shrines of beloved Joan and Jod. Pay your respects. In days of old, we Khajiit would pray to the twins to bless our paths with moonlight and sugar. Perhaps it will be so again. The shrines are here in this courtyard. Old Rejad can tell. You have a long journey ahead of you, Fate Walker. You will need the blessings of the two moons. Return after you have paid your respects. This place is just a stop along your path, Fate Walker. What? You stand in the Temple of the Two Moons path. Long ago, they are followers of Molag. The moon spirits favor you, Fate Walker. Old Rejad sees your path clearly now. Yes. Though the twins remain silent, their light shines upon the path. For those who know how to see it. You seek an unraveling fate, yes? This one now realizes that means examining an event from long ago. Hermora wishes you to see a memory trapped in the stone of this place. Yet, how could we do such a thing, old Rejad wonders? A thing blessed by the Tide Watcher himself. Old Rejad was never one to deal in relics of any origin. Still, if that is its purpose, then use your relic here. Let us see what it shows you, Fate Walker.
The first main has shown us a new path. This temple is to be raised. So commands Rita Ridata.
No! This shrine is under Boethra's protection. Let this serve as a warning.
Why does Boethra want this temple to remain intact, sisters?
Do not question the warrior of the East and West, my sisters. Now, back to Dokren.
interesting. Old Rijad is an expert concerning those days. Strife consumed all of Elsewhere when the cult of Riddlethar spread like a storm across the sands. One could say Boethra died in that time. The Riddlethar kicked sand over old beliefs. Manikajit turned away from Boethra. The warrior of the East and West was abandoned. Only a Dokrin temple was her worship preserved, though the monks there fell too in time. The fate you follow was knitted there. Odrejad sees it now. Hermora wished you to relive that old memory, so this one could tell you of Boethra. Your quarry's path leads to Dokrin. Now, so does yours. Rejad will mark the place on your map.
As I expected, our paths have once more come together. Enter the portal, Proxy. Why would Torvasad seek out a shrine to Boethia? Wait, up above. Torvasad is here.
Ah, Mora's champions. I expected to run into you eventually. Boethia's blade, Abolisher, is mine now. The first of the 3 relics I require is in my hands. Soon, Prince Ithelia will be restored. I hope you are there to witness her glory.
A relic of Boethia? One moment, Proxy. We should... As I thought. This is about ancient relics. Torvasad believes they can lead him to Ithelia, the Forgotten Prince. But I do not yet see how he hopes to make use of them. A good question. I find it interesting that Torvasad was not satisfied with only 1 relic. He wanted to recover 3. A blade associated with Boethia, a lamp from a shrine of Azura, and a skein created by Mephala. I wonder... These princes are known as the Good Daedra in Dunmer tradition. Long ago, they often allied with each other to guide and protect the people of Morrowind. I doubt that is a coincidence. I am not sure. It might prove useful to consult with someone better versed in ancient Dark Elf religion than I am. Fortunately, I believe I know just the elf, our dear friend Gadain. Come, Proxy. I shall open a portal to Vardenfell.
Laramil, you've returned. But I know that look. What's wrong?
Torvasad once more moves against Apocrypha. He seeks to restore the Forgotten Prince. I'll let our friend explain.
I finally resolved to see the world beyond Necrom. With some assistance from Laramil, of course. Then Hermaeus Mora called her away again. I'm glad to see you're still helping her, friend. Did I hear correctly? Torvasad has returned? What I know about Daedric princes and relics, I learned at Laramil's side. If she doesn't know what it means, I can't add much more. The good Daedra haven't been widely worshipped in Morrowind for ages. How do you think they're involved? I've never heard any such story, but Holomeon Monastery is just north of here. The monks there preserve the old Velothi traditions. If we're dealing with ancient myths about the good Daedra, they might be able to help. Go on ahead. I just need a moment to confer with Laramil. We'll meet you at Holomeon shortly. We may need to convince the monks that we come in good faith. They rarely welcome visitors who don't share their beliefs.
Well?
How stimulating.
Sealed.
Look at this
I
place.
suppose we could knock?
We have no time for this. I shall open a portal.
No need for that. The Golden Eye foretold your coming. Welcome.
The Abbot! Forgive our intrusion, and listen to what our friend has to say.
Greetings, champion. The Golden Eye, Hermaeus Mora himself, spoke to me in a dream. He told me you were coming here. I am Andor Indoril. It is my honor to serve as abbot and historian of this monastery. Only this once, which is why I thought it best to listen. So long as you promise not to harm any monks nor remove any tomes without permission, you may explore the monastery freely. What exactly do you seek here? I know of a few blades sacred to Boethia, but I am unfamiliar with lamps or skeins. They are not among the relics commonly associated with our ancestral spirit. The Holomean library, of course. We have many volumes. Ah, I just sent your friends to the library. It's down the stairs to your right.
Ah, you must be the guest abbot.
Look, the Ekaner has something to show us. Fate has led us true again.
Secrecy is everything. Yet, we must leave something behind in the event that we fail.
Even if we succeed, the need to act again may arise some long tomorrow from now.
Herba will not allow that to happen. But I agree. We should leave instructions here for those who come after.
That book! It is the very one those 3 ancient priests were handling in the memory. Examine it, Proxy. Those devout priests offered themselves so their princes could meet in secret. We must find the gate they used. It could be the access to Apocrypha Torvasad is seeking. Torvasad said the relics would help him find Athelia. He must believe they will lead him to a gate to Apocrypha or the final glyphic in the mythos. We need to find the gate first, but I have no idea where the Shrine of Inevitable Secrets lies. The course of fate is never that simple. Many futures branch from each choice we make. If we know too much, we risk altering our choices and changing the outcome. Therefore, Mora tells us only what you must. As fate's chosen, you will lead the way. We are in a monastery dedicated to ancient knowledge. There must be a book or scholar here that can point the way. Abbot Andor said our coming was foretold. Perhaps the one we are meant to learn this secret from will know you as well.
Well met, Sarah. We receive so few visitors here at Holomeon. I have never heard of such a shrine, but the name sounds like the sort of sobriquet favored by Hermaeus Mora. Perhaps Neas is...
You must be the guest. You're a few centuries too late for that, my friend. There was once a great shrine by that name near Sadrith Moram, but it was destroyed long ago. Dragged, not a trace. Some legends say Hermaeus Mora angered Molag Bal and Vivek by spying on them. Well, I doubt it's a literal account of events, but the end is the same. The Shrine of Inevitable Secrets is gone, and those who worship Hermaeus Mora.
Curious. I sense a powerful arcane aura surrounding you. You carry something rarely seen on this mortal plane. It reeks of the black arts of oblivion. Fascinating. A relic crafted by the Golden Eye himself. Few more. Worship implies the subject of one's devotion desires adulation. Hermaeus Mora is beyond such vanities. I give him my respect, not my prayers. If one wishes to uncover the secrets of the plains. The fabled shrine of Anud Nabia. Some say the disaster occurred after the birth of the tribunal, but I think it happened in the Merethic era. If it still stands, it would be along the shore to the north. Perhaps your relic can help you locate it.
I overheard your conversation, Proxy. Anud Nobia is just to the north of here. Gadain and I will meet you there.
Ah, spiffing! More coin for your purse.
Oh, Proxy. Just in time. Use the Ekanir and see if some lingering memory can lead us to the shrine.
The Prince of Paths caused the sea to swallow this ancient city. Hermora's temple now lies beneath the waves.
Then that is where we must go. Methala, Lady of Whispers, take this mortal shell.
I am ready. Boethia, I call upon you. Dark Warrior, let me bear you to the conclave of princes.
The priests allowed their princes to possess them and waded into the water. Huh. I know where to find the shrine. Obviously, Anud Nobia's lost shrine sunk into the sea ages ago. A fitting end for a place dedicated to the master of the tides of fate. But that will make it difficult to reach. A submerged shrine calls for a powerful spell. I shall weave an arcane shield that will allow us to breathe and walk upon the seafloor. Once those ancient priests were possessed, they must have done the same. Enter the sea when you are ready.
This is incredible. Look at us, strolling along the seabed like it was a street in Necron.
Stay alert and move straight ahead, both of you. And And watch out for any large predatory sea life.
Up ahead! I think I see the shrine.
This is it. After you, Proxy.
An island? Where are we? And who are those warriors?
A demiplane, not an island. We are no longer on Nern. Torvasad must be near. I doubt the recollection reached this place without his help.
Laramil is exhausted. Go on. Find Torvasad. We'll catch up.
Supposed to be all along.
Boethiah's blade led me to this portal. The path to the mythos. Apocrypha's heart. Only those bearing the essence of Azura, Boethia or Mephala can access this portal. The gate recognizes Boethiah's blade. Now I can return to the mythos and find my prince at last.
A permanent portal to the mythos. I did not know such a thing existed.
Chosen of fate, hold. We must speak.
The one who knows is here. Speak with him, Proxy.
Tovazar proves surprisingly resourceful. I created this gate to admit none but the mortal vessels of my allies to Apocrypha. Yet the relic of Boethia he carries deceived my defenses. Ah, clever ploy. I created this gate, and I command you are the chosen of fate. This
The mythos of Apocrypha. Heart of Hermaeus Mora's domain. Torvasad is somewhere ahead of us.
Laramil's amulet can protect us both. Get closer to me, friend.
Athelia's scion requires Clan Shardborn's power.
For Clan Shardborn! For Miramore!
Feel the currents of fate flow through you.
Laramil's gift protects us both. Laramil's amulet can
We
protect
must
us
find
both.
out.
Your fate is sealed!
Get closer to me, friend. Stand close and let me shield you. Laramil's gift protects us both.
Make Mora's minions suffer!
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
Shardborn? Who in oblivion are they?
I remember our realm. Miramar! Ithelia's servants awake! My apologies, mortal. They see anyone marked by
Laramil's
Mora,
amulet can protect us
I
both.
have no time to tell them any different.
Show them the power of the Shardborn.
Get closer to me, friend.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
Torvasad is worried about mortals.
Torvasad. He found the last glyphic.
The last glyphic and the final secret. I must know what happened to Prince Ithelia.
Defeated Prince Ithelia. Now we must all forget our victory.
Forget? Why should I forget how I took this mortal shell and tracked Ithelia with my skein?
Azura and I did our part with these vessels of flesh. And the land, and Abolisher.
Listen, my fellow princes. The Lord of Fate is right. Imprison Ithelia in your mythos, Mora. Then erase all memory of her existence.
Imprisoned by cowards. Abandoned by betrayers. But I remember, and I know how to free my prince. Sealed away, alone for millennia, I will free my prince and restore her glory.
Torvasad opened the prison!
Empty. After roaming oblivion and none for ages. Tormented by a question I could not even frame. This is my answer! I did not forget my friends! I do not understand. Where is Prince Ethelia? If she escaped, why did she not contact me? You! Is this some new trick of the Lord of Fate? No, this is no trick. Do you see? Prince Ethelia has escaped. She freed herself from this prison, or was freed by some hand other than mine. Perhaps the simple act of remembering restored her power, dissolved her bonds. I do not know. Prince Ethelia is the mistress of the untraveled road. She could be anywhere. Perhaps she will be drawn to places or things she knew before her craven foes locked her away. Yes, that must be right, and I know what I must do. Farewell, mortal. I still have a task to do. I need to find my prince, help her, restore her to the power that is hers by right. And there are other scions out there. I remember them too now. Mortal, fate's chosen. I expect our paths will cross again.
Our fate forged the moment Torvasad opened the first glyphic and began to remember. Return to the Mythos Vault, mortal. We must speak. I am called the Master of the Tides of Fate. I perceive everything that may come to pass. Yet, I cannot select the outcomes I prefer. Choice and chance determine which possibility actually occurs. Such as this one. Ethelia is free. I did not lie, chosen of fate, nor was I mistaken. I told you what you needed to know to avert catastrophe. catastrophe, and catastrophe has been averted. For now, the outcome I foresaw will still come to pass. It is only a matter of time. This spire was never Aetheria's prison. Being forgotten was. The moment Torvasad finally remembered his prince, a question we all must ponder. Aetheria and her Ilkar.
Prince Athelia has escaped her prison, yet reality persists. And Torvasad understood events no better than we do. As I have seen time and time again, the machination... So I heard. And he did not send us to pursue Torvasad. It appears that the next step we take must be our choice. We should return to Nirn, regroup, and follow the advice of the one who knows. Wait for a path to open before us. That fact has not escaped me, Proxy. Torvasad spoke of restoring his lost realm, Miramor. I am relieved to observe the... For now, yes. From things Torvasad said, I expect we will find him in Westweald. I shall confer with Baragon about the area and alert you when you are needed. Thanks to you, even though Athelia is free, we still have a chance to preserve our world. Prince Athelia, the Forgotten Prince. The prince that Hermaeus Mora so feared that he imprisoned her and erased her from existence. First, I must return Gadain to Necrom. He must watch over Mora. Of course, Proxy. You are fate's chosen. Any hope...